So last week, Azur Promilia released its announcement trailer, taking everyone by more surprise than finding out Santa wasn't real for the first time. Sorry, Timmy. And before I get to the JP reaction, let me just quickly go over what has got people so excited.
Holy shit!
A mix of parry and dodge combat mechanics, jiggly boobs, an overworld populated with various colourful and interestingly designed monsters, jiggly monsters, both land and air mounts, intro skills, outro skills, jiggly skills, monster capturing gimmicks, farming gimmicks, jiggly gimmicks, beautifully designed characters with interesting playstyles, all wrapped up in an anime aesthetic that is all too familiar to the majority of us who haven't been living under a rock for the past 3 years. Even the YouTube video is listed under Genshin. You aren't even tried to avoid the accusations, are you? But their characters have jiggly boobs though. Did I mention that? Anyway, when I opened up my YouTube feed last week, it was filled with people reacting to this game. I saw people hyping it up harder than the diamonds Tecton cranks out whenever he sees a hot character. So naturally, I was curious to see what got everyone so interested. So I sat down and watched the trailer and gameplay footage, and yeah, I can definitely see the reason for the hype. But I live in Japan, so I'm going to play this on the JP server, so I want to see what they have to say about this. So I took a look at the JP announcement trailer, and while ignoring all the English comments, I scrolled through to see what people were saying, and here's what I found. I feel the cuteness of the characters and the beauty of the environment. I hope they continue on from Azur Lane and keep the lewdness. Generally, when I see that something is going to be available on mobile, I get a bit hesitant, but then I see that the devs are the same guys behind Azur Lane, so I'm actually looking forward to this. This person simply said, Pal Will 2. But then I also see this person defending the Pal Will similarities with this. What they're basically saying is that if this actually was a Pal Will knockoff, these mechanics wouldn't be at the level of polish that they are. So most likely it's entirely coincidental, which is a fair defense in my opinion. You're late, I've been waiting. I've been waiting so long. The chibi characters are so cute. Cute is justice. There was this comment saying it looks like a mix of lollies and Pokemon-like monsters, and thanks to Power World, there might be more Pokemon-like games like this in the future. Okay, putting the lolly comment aside, that's a fair point. Japanese love Pokemon, so this seems right up their alley. But if I'm honest, there weren't that many comments from the JP players. At least half of the comments were in English. Seriously guys, why are you commenting here? The English video is right there. Anyway, I was interested to know more about what JP thought, so I decided to check out Twitter. Oh, little did I know. I do an advanced search for Azur Promilia, filtering out for posts only in Japanese. I found this account, which looks to be the official one they're going to use for JP. They made this way back in February of 2023, so this has really flown under the radar for a long time. The top result I saw is this one saying, "These kids are so cute," with 1,400 retweets and almost 6,000 likes. Very true, they are indeed very cute. I particularly like the expression on this one's face during the trailer. It concerns me that the person who posted this has the username lolly, but the post itself is harmless. It's got 34 comments, so let's check out what people have to say. A couple of people asking what the game is, a cute little thumbs up. Break the child. Hope they add marriage options like in Azur Lane. Look at those hussies strutting their stuff. Bro, what? Whatever, these comments are in English and I'm looking for the JP side of things. A cute little cabbage bird picture, a game news post about the pre-registrations with the announcement trailer linked. It seems many people are sad that Japan is losing its power for intellectual property on the world stage. Someone in one of the comments asked if this was by a Japanese company. It's a Chinese company, but they have offices in Japan, someone replied, sharing a picture of the Sumitomo Fudosan Akihabara Ekimae building, which has a lot of big names in it like Nitro Plus, Sysys, Yostar, the creators of Nijisanji Ichikara, and the Manju, the developers of Azur Lane and now Azur Promilia. China is really strong. Japan is losing, they say. I saw another comment echoing this point. China's new intellectual property development capabilities and technology are amazing. Yep, Japan is done for. That was an interesting comment. Let's see if there are any more substantive comments out there. I'm gonna save that for later. Now I've got hiccups. Shit. A post talking about all the games I'm looking forward to this year. ZZZ, Honkai Third 2, Arknight's Enfield, and Azur Promilia. Let's save that next to the other image for late night research purposes. This post is commenting on all the lolicons coming out of the woodwork to talk about how cute these characters are. Again, not really too fond of the lolicon aspect, but sure, okay. What did the reply say? It's okay, people in Korea are saying the same about these three too. I also like them. Around the world there are plenty of lolicon criminals. Thumbs up. Smiley face. It's probably just a random commenter. Plenty of those around here. I feel like a new door is about to open. What door are you talking about right now? In the replies, there's a comment saying Mega Lolly, to which the OP says they're better than Genshin's Klee or Nahida. Okay, that's sus. But whatever. I need to find the post with the most likes and retweets, so let's see what else there is. Scrolling down, I started to notice a pattern that the vast majority of posts were talking about either the cute little animals or the cute little Pammy characters. This game is out to kill me, said one. And then under that there was this post with 128 retweets, 507 likes and 43 bookmarks. It's one of the Pammy characters freeze framed when someone ran by. The picture shows their underwear in full view with the caption, "Azur Promilia is going to be a great game, confirmed." And in the comments, because they're compression shorts, not actual pantsu, it's all good to show them. To which they reply, because they're not pantsu, there's no need to be embarrassed. Not guilty. Objection! Guilty. Surely it can't get worse than that though. I found one post with 890 retweets, 1,900 likes and 515 bookmarks with pictures of these two characters. In Azur Promilia, it's confirmed that there are tiny holes. I had to do a double take. Did I read that correctly? Maybe there's a different meaning that I don't know about. Let's check the comments. Okay, a post about that huge furry boss, wondering if they can be turned into a companion. All good there. Ah, here we go. Someone asked, just now, did you refer to those small children as tiny holes? Now what did they say? Don't worry about it. But I was at least a little happy someone was calling them out. I thought I had found a friend. Maybe someone else said something. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, here we are. Did you just call those small kids fuckholes? To which there was no reply. So it seems like no, I didn't misread this. That was exactly what they were saying. 890 retweets and 1,900 likes, I remind you. But let's get out of here. These aren't the kind of images I want to look at. Let's look at the media overview. Maybe I can find some more late night research material. And besides the two pictures I've already seen, it seems the vast majority of the images posted were either about these cute little animals or the cute little girls. What the hell is going on? This is the game with all the jiggles I was goofing about earlier. Maybe there's something on Pixiv. So I go there, do a search for Azur Promilia, and right there on the top row is a picture of Nono being... I don't even want to get into it. The rest of the images aren't as bad as that though, admittedly, but Nono is definitely the focus for a lot of them. Remember at the beginning of the video when I kept on bringing up the jiggle? That wasn't me just being a Coomer. Okay, maybe it was. That wasn't me just being a Coomer. I legitimately thought that the majority of reactions to this game's design would be more about these hot women, not these young kids. So when I found what I found, it really set me aback. Don't get me wrong, these characters are cute. That thumbs up is adorable. I have no issues with them being in games or other media, but I have to be honest, every time I see these types of characters, I breathe a sigh of disappointment because I just know they will bring out all the weirdos along with them. Okay, now I need to make something absolutely clear for those that need to hear it. Being a lolicon is not generally accepted here in Japan. Even the benign ones, they do not have a good reputation. Lolicon doesn't have the same insinuations as being called an actual pedophile as it does in the West, but lolicons are still typically perceived as creeps and weirdos, and while they're not actively shunned, they're not accepted either. Kind of like that awkward fact that every hand you shake in your adult life has at one point or another touched a penis. You just ignore that truth and shake the person's hand regardless. And that's the general sentiment towards lolicons. As long as their thoughts don't turn into actions, they're simply ignored. Now I get that there are those that just enjoy looking at cute things. Personally, I don't get it. But then again, I don't get why people are obsessed with sports or why some girls make horses their entire personality. So maybe I'm the one in the minority here. But either way, I get it nonetheless. Cute things are cute and people enjoy looking at them, and that's why many games, manga and anime series include these kinds of characters. But there's a huge difference between enjoying these cute characters and outright sexualizing them. But they're not real, so it doesn't count. That's completely beside the point. The sexualization of children, whether real or fictional, is not something that should be condoned in any way. That includes characters that are childlike in appearance, regardless of whatever bullshit lore you or the author comes up with. Well, actually, they're a 500-year-old dragon and they only look like that because... Just shut up. If you look at this or this and the first thing that comes to mind is I want to have sex with that, then there is something wrong with you. As Michael Jordan said, stop it. Get some help. Another thing I want to make clear to everyone is that this is not indicative of the general JP reaction to Azur Promilia. From what I saw, the vast majority of people genuinely think this looks like an interesting game and they are excited to play it. The reason why we didn't see much backlash online to these kinds of gross comments is due to Japanese culture. By that, what I mean is, in Japanese there's a word called wa, which means something along the lines of peace or harmony, and people are very hesitant to disturb the wa in Japan. Basically, what that means is,
Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing.
So if a typical Japanese person did happen to come across any of these kinds of posts, instead of calling that person out in any way, they're much more likely to just ignore or block them from their feed. So please do not get the impression that all Japanese feel this way, or that even the majority of Japanese people look at these characters like these people here do. Some of these posts got views in orders of magnitude greater than the number of likes or retweets, and looking through the comments on JP YouTuber's videos on this, there actually wasn't that much talk about these characters at all, especially not in this way. It was mostly people expressing their excitement at this fun and interesting looking game. So I feel this is a very Twitter and Pixiv specific thing. So that's what this video is about, to both shine a light on these disgusting people and to let you all know that they are not representative of Japan, like this user here for example, saying how that when they look at Nono they feel like they are looking at a little sister. No hint of perversion here from what I can tell, and I think the majority of people saying how cute the characters are genuinely think just that and nothing more. Doing another more recent search for Azur Promilia on Twitter, I get very different results from before, saying how it looks fun, interesting, and of course there's the comparisons to Genshin, Power World, etc. The old results are still there though for sure, but fortunately there seems to be a lot more talk about other aspects of the game, as I mentioned earlier. I'm sorry it took so long to get this video out. I actually recorded me going through all these comments and I was going to put this at the end of the previous video, but I felt it needed to be addressed in more detail. But what do you think? Am I completely off base here? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, if there's anything else you want to know the JP reaction to, let me know and I will check it out. So until next time, I will see you in the next video. Peace.